Hey everybody, the memory event started a couple days ago and we're finally going to get to take a look at this today. If you notice up in the upper right hand corner, I'm not on international, and that's just because I've already completed the tutorial for the memory event on my international game, and I've been using up my lives on the three days now that we've been playing it. This is the only server that I haven't gone through the tutorial yet, so this is the server that we're going to be on today. Let's start out with the instructions, checking that out with how do I play. You have to turn over the tiles two at a time by clicking on them. If the two tiles you turn over don't match, then the tiles turn over again and you lose a life. If the two tiles you turn over show the same two items, and you found a pair and perhaps a prize. So some of these tiles are actually prize cards and you get a gift like a whip, spurs, or a Courageous's fortune or something. The two tiles then get removed from the grid. The level is complete once you found all the pairs. How do you get lives? You get 6 lives per day when you first log in for the day. You can get lives when you match up certain pairs on the board. You get lives when you complete collections, and of course by buying them with passes. I know one of the special offer is, I think, buy 6 lives for 1 pass, something like that. I know there's a special offer for buying lives. And on the pre-prod server, there was also a special offer for the Crystal Ball Joker. I think normally it will turn over 3 tiles that you have not yet turned over, but for the special offer, it's something like it will turn over 6 tiles that you haven't yet flipped over. So if it follows the same special offer we had on the pre-prod server, there should be 2 different special offers, one for the Crystal Ball Joker and one for buying lives. You still need at least 1 life in stock to be able to turn over tiles. Jokers, use jokers to find pairs more easily. The reminder and crystal ball jokers turn over tiles for several seconds. The family ties shows you all the tiles belonging to the same family for a few seconds. Every day you get one of these jokers for free to use one time only. After that you have to pay for them. These jokers, the free ones, they don't carry over to the next day, so if you want that free joker for the day, make sure you use it for that day. When you log in the following day, that joker will no longer be free unless for some reason it happens that that joker is also free the next day. Our jackpot divine is the new divine horse Go Bibnu is what I'm going to call it. You have to get 3 laurels on every level to win this divine horse. The laurels depend on the number of lives you've lost that level. Let's check out this divine. This is a new Celtic divine. This is one that I would like to get. The only thing that makes me nervous is its drop rate, but let's check out what its actual prizes are. So since this is a Celtic divine, you have to find all 5 of the letters to complete the prediction, and once you've completed the prediction, you will either get a Philosopher's Stone, horseshoe studs, or 100 iron. And I found that for all 3 Celtic divines that I have, they cycle through these items. So the first item it will drop will be this first one, the Philosopher's Stone. The second item will be the horseshoe studs, and the third item will be the 100 iron. I'm just kind of curious how long it's going to take to actually cycle through these 3 items. My Lug divine, he drops Zeus's lightning bolt once a month, meaning it takes him 1 month to go through the cycle of dropping all 3 items. I'm not quite sure yet on Dagda. I don't know if I've gotten the Pandora's box yet, but I've only had him for a little over a month. I would imagine he probably takes a month to cycle through. Now for Borvo, his big ticket item is a golden apple, and for some odd reason, even though that's a 1 pass item, it takes him every other month to cycle through and drop the items. Because this is a 3 pass item, the Philosopher's Stone, I wonder if it's going to take him longer to cycle through and drop that, but I would like a Philosopher's Stone because I've been having good luck lately in putting up 2 Philosopher's Stones in the exchanges to get a Nyx pack, and I like getting the Nyx packs to use with my Themis of Scale. So this is a divine I would like to get. I'm just not quite sure yet if I'm really going to go and get him. So let's keep looking. That's the jackpot, and of course you got the golden horseshoes. If you get 2 golden horseshoes, then you're entered into the prize draw for the event, and at the end of the event a couple players will win the divine. Alright, let's actually get started with the tutorial. If you guys are not seeing the tutorial when you start, which is out right here, make sure you scroll all the way to the very, very bottom of the screen. I know if I had my browser window completely enlarged to fit my screen, because I have a really large screen, he'll be all the way at the bottom, but because I keep my browser window minimized when I record, he's up a little bit higher and he's easier to see. So just make sure to try scrolling all the way down to the bottom to see if he's down there. Okay, so let's click on this first level, which is the Alciel's Ray level. Before you start, here's a life. You must have lives to be able to play the memory game. Give me lives. Great, start by turning over 2 tiles. You just have to click on them. There's a horse and a Pegasus. Unlucky, those 2 tiles don't match. You've lost a life. Don't worry, we'll give you another. That's very kind of you. Go on, try again, turn over a new tile. That's a Pegasus. Good, you saw the tile that matched this one earlier. If you can't remember where it is, you can use the reminder joker. Use it, I'll give it to you for free just this once. We're going to click this one. The reminder one reveals between 1 and 5 tiles for a few seconds amongst the ones you've already flipped over on this level. There's a few typos in here, but okay, you know the location of the tile matching the one that's turned over. So we're going to click this one to match up the Pegasus tiles. Awesome, you matched a pair and you'll let me keep going. Thank you very much. Match up these 2 tiles and there we go. We finished that level. You found all the matching pairs in the grid and you've won an Auxilios Ray. Let's go to the next level. And the tutorial does continue. You won't actually get your 6 login lives for the first day until you continue to level 2 and you get this little pop-up right here. So make sure you try going to level 2 to see if that activates your lives and keeps the tutorial going for you. I got my lives and Al was letting me know that he forgot to tell me you can use one of the jokers for free once per day. Today is the Family Ties joker. Go on, give it a go. Let's click on this. Family Ties shows you the tiles belonging to the same family during a few seconds, and they'll be outlined in a particular color according to which family group they belong to. So these 4 right here are outlined in like a purpley pink color. Pegasus, can it be a Pegasus? I got lucky. I wasn't lucky on international. I haven't even got the pony yet on international, and this is day 3. I'm sad. I'm on level, I just started level 8 today. I'm kind of far behind, and it's just because I keep getting unlucky with my first matches. Just when you're uncovering the grid, you know, you have to make a few guesses just to see where everything is. I found all the matching pairs in the grid, and I won a saddlecloth. Okay, that's it for the tutorial. Let's just talk about a few like frequently asked questions here. In terms of getting the divine, as it said in the instructions, you have to get 3 laurels, these things here, per level in order to get the divine. If you just want the gifts, go through and get all the gifts, you don't have to get these laurels. You can completely ignore these if you want. This little gauge here kind of refers to where you're at in terms of losing laurels. The gauge goes down a little bit every time you make an incorrect match and lose the lives right here. This is an incorrect match. It went down a little bit. And then once you lose so many lives, you lose a laurel. I couldn't tell you how many lives it actually takes for you to lose in order to lose a laurel. I tried messing with this quite a bit on the test server and it just kind of varied per level. But I will say it gets easier every time you replay a level, meaning it takes like more lives to lose for you to actually lose a laurel. So don't be discouraged that, you know, if you notice, let's just say on level 3, for example, maybe it takes 7 lives lost to lose a whole laurel, and then when you go replay the level again, it will take you more lives to lose. So maybe like when you lose 9 lives, then you lose a laurel, and then when you go to replay it again, if you want to replay it again, it might take you 12 lives lost to lose a laurel. As I mentioned earlier, the free jokers do not roll over to the next day. So let's just say like today, if the crystal ball joker was free, I would definitely want to use that at some point today, because tomorrow when I log in, it won't still be free unless for some reason the crystal ball joker is it's for free that day too, just because that was a particular free joker for the day. Your lives, however, those do carry over if you wanted to. You don't care about using the free jokers every day. You could just save up all your lives throughout the whole event and then just use them all on the very last day if you wanted to. That's fine. I'm just going to go ahead probably and play every day. That way then I can take advantage of the free jokers. Now, strategy in terms of going for gifts or just for getting the divine. Let's start out with if you're just going for gifts. If you're going for gifts, it doesn't matter how many laurels you get per level. So you can go ahead, just finish out every level. Don't pay attention to your laurels and you'll get the gift when you finish it. However, if you do want the divine, my personal recommendation, I don't know if this is the best option or not, but what I would do is immediately restart the level when you lose a laurel, because there is no benefit to finishing out the level when you've lost a laurel. You're just going to end up wasting lives by trying to finish it out that way. Now, it does let you restart right away as soon as you've lost a laurel. I'm going to see if I can force it to lose a laurel on here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Darn it, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I didn't mean to do that either. I need to purposely lose lives here. Okay, we're just going to keep losing lives to see if I can drop a laurel. I have 3 lives left. Apparently it's going to take a couple lives lost on this one to lose a laurel. Can you lose the laurel? Okay, cool. So the next time you make a mistake, you lose a prestige laurel. Feel free to use jokers to help you avoid making mistakes. However, in the purpose of science, I'm going to make an incorrect match on purpose. Okay, so we're going to lose a life, and pay attention to right over here because I'm going to lose a laurel and a restart button pops up right away. Like I said, if I am going for the divine, I would just restart right away. It will refresh the board and I'll start with 3 laurels again. Otherwise, let's just say this was like a much bigger board and I keep making incorrect matches. I keep getting, I keep losing a bunch more lives. There's just no benefit to continue playing when I've already lost a laurel. So if I'm going for the divine, I'm just going to restart. If I'm just going for gifts, I'm probably just going to go ahead and finish it out because otherwise you're starting from scratch and you're wasting lives by refreshing even if you're just going for the gift. So hopefully that would make sense. Let's just say I'm going for the divine. I'm just going to restart now. You've already lost 1 laurel on this level. Do you want to continue or start again? I want to restart. It will completely refresh. During testing, I tried this several times, and when you restarted right away, the tiles are in completely different places and there might be different tiles. So it's not like you can just write down the tiles that you were flipping over when you tried it the first time and then you try going back to see, okay, I already know where, let's say, the unicorn tile is right here, whatever. Well, when you restart it, it's probably going to be in a different spot. But that would be my tip for getting the divine. One more question that I've seen pop up quite a bit, although I've already answered this and talking about it, is that if you do lose a laurel, can you go back and replay a level? Yes, of course you can. You're probably most likely when you get to the higher levels, you're almost gonna have to play back a couple just because I know when I was testing this on most of them, I had to redo it at least once just because in making guesses throughout when they're not already turned over, you don't know where anything is and you just have to make guesses to find out where the certain tiles are unless you just, if you plan on using lots of jokers, you might be able to make it through in one go. I don't know. It just depends on how much you want to spend. So those are my tips for getting through the memory event. I do like some of the prizes on here. I just don't know if I'm going to get up this way if I don't plan on going for the divine. I think the main problem is that I don't know what the heck I'm doing with this event. And also on international, I did try going for Balios and the Titans challenges because if you guys haven't noticed yet, there's an offer that you can find Balios on level 7 of the Titans challenge. And I did try on international. I try very hard. I think I've opened about 27 Titans challenges so far and I haven't found him. I wasted about, I think, 8 Hermes wing staffs I had in stock, some diamonds. I used up all the Themis scale Nyx pack combos I had, which was 4 of each. That's like 12 Titans challenges right there. I used a few with diamonds and passes. I'm kind of discouraged about that right now. And I'd really like to save up the rest of what I have in case Balios comes, or not Balios, Bucephalus comes back in the future. So I don't really know what I'm doing with this event right now. Hopefully you guys will have better luck than I do. If you do plan on going for Balios in the Titans Challenge, let me know if you tried that. Let me know if you're planning on going after this divine, because I'm still not really sure. Maybe you're still unsure like I am. But no matter what you decide to do, good luck. Hope you get lots of good gifts. Thank you for joining me today, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.